Just got out of the theater. I watched Spider-Man No Way Home. Amazing. That's all I'm saying. Hello, fellow followers, and welcome to FanZcene. And today, after you, if you haven't guessed by that stinger I had in the beginning, I am going to be giving you my movie review for Spider-Man No Way Home today. I recently just now got back from the theater. Man, I would have did it out of the theater review, but some people were starting to walk by me and it was raining, and I didn't want to risk saying something that might spoil the movie for them, because trust me, everybody at the theater was going to see Spider-Man No Way Home because it's the movie to see right now. So I want you to be forewarned here. There are going to be some mild spoilers, and I will not be using any clips from the trailers or the movie in this review. It's just going to be me talking. So if you can stand a bearded VHS loving nerd talking about Spider-Man No Way Home, please stick around and enjoy, because I really gotta say, I really loved and enjoyed this movie. It's probably my favorite Spider-Man movie since Spider-Man 2. It's probably that good. It's that good of a Spider-Man movie. This was like the first Tom Holland Spider-Man movie where I really felt like it was Spider-Man. It was that good. And you know, no offense to the other ones that came before. They were alright. They were decent. But Tom Holland's Spider-Man always felt like Iron Man Jr. to me. He never really felt like Spider-Man, and this was the first time I really feel like he started to come into his own as Spider-Man. And so the movie basically starts with the repercussions of what happened in the last movie, with Mysterio revealing to the world and J. Jonah Jameson, who is again played by J.K. Simmons, which is the MCU version of J. Jonah Jameson's, revealing Spider-Man's secret identity to the world as Peter Parker, and what Peter and MJ and Aunt May and Ned and everybody that's around him are going through. You know, really sets up the struggle and everything they're going through. What that makes Peter so desperate, it really made him have to go to Doctor Strange to cast a spell to make people forget. And of course, Peter, you know, he starts wanting MJ, he wants Aunt May and Happy and Ned and all them to know who he is. And so it kind of messes up the spell that Doctor Strange is putting on. And let's just say things go awry. And basically it brings in everybody. Here, little spoilers here. Brings in everybody who knows Peter Parker across the multiverse. So all the million, you know, people who knows Spider-Man as Peter Parker, such as Doc Ock, like we've seen in the trailer, or Green Goblin, like you've seen in the trailer, show up. They're pulled to the MCU Spider-Man world, and just chaos ensues. And this movie, man, it's just when all these villains show up. And because here's a little bit of more spoilers, because you get Dr. Octopus, you get Green Goblin, you get Sandman, you get Jamie Foxx's Electro, and you get the Lizard. The Lizard, I feel, was a little bit underused in this, but you know, I guess there's not much you could do with him in this movie when you have such like Alfred Molina and Willem Dafoe as Dr. Octopus and Green Goblin. They just basically steal everything from all the other villains. And Jamie Foxx's Electro was actually decent in this movie. It was so much more what he should have been than what he was. And it was so great to see these villains come together and wreak havoc. And this Spider-Man movie, it gets a little bit intense, you know. It gets a little darker than, because I felt like the first ones were a little more kiddie than some of the previous Spider-Man movies. And so it gets a little darker, and you know, some loss happens in this, some death, and you know, Willem Dafoe. And my God, his performance as Green Goblin in this, it really took me back. And Doc Ock, I know I keep talking about them, but there's like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies is what I grew up on. That's my Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire and those movies are my Spider-Man. And just to see those two characters in this movie and to reprise their roles and the way they played them and the way they were respected were great. And like I said, there's some flaws in this film. You know, I don't like some of the jokes. I'm not a huge fan of Zendaya, but she tends to grow on you in this movie than in the other ones, because I really didn't care for her in the first two Spider-Man movies, and in this one, it really made me feel for her and like her a lot. They got me with her in this one, because I don't really like her acting or the way they've portrayed this version of MJ, but they got me in this one. And it was just so entertaining. And if you don't want to be super spoiled, turn away now. But I'm not like going to spoil the big surprises or anything, other than set maybe 2 surprises here if you did not know, or if you did not expect it. So turn away now if you don't want to know. But yes, we do get Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire in this movie and Spider-Man No Way Home, and oh my god, it was amazing. And the theater reaction when Andrew Garfield shows up, it's just like the theater went nuts. Everybody started screaming and clapping. Then when Toby showed up, everybody started screaming and clapping again, and it was just so amazing. And the interaction between Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, I would absolutely love to see a Spider-Man buddy movie with those two, because the way they played off each other was it was amazing. It was so great. And then Tom Holland's Spider-Man, when he joins the fray with them, it was so good. And I don't want to go too much further into all the spoilers in this. I hope I didn't spoil too much for you guys, but you really do need to see this. If you're a huge fan of Spider-Man, if you're a fan of movies, if you're a fan of the MCU and you've been a little disappointed, because I have been disappointed with Phase 4 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I really, I've been on record saying that I think Endgame should have been where they actually ended the Marvel Cinematic Universe for a while. Maybe put it on the back burner for a few years, and you could have kind of brought it back with other character stuff. But it was something so lucrative and so popular, and that makes so much money, you don't want to slow it down. But the movies and shows they've come out with, I have not cared for. They've not been good. They just have not been good. And this movie, leave it to Sony to help, along with Marvel, to create another Spider-Man movie that's awesome, and it makes you interested in at least part of the MCU again. Wow, is all I can say. Is wow, truly amazing, spectacular Spider-Man movie. And this is just I really don't know a whole lot to say. I don't want to spoil too much without going into detail. I just know that it's good. It's good. I would see it for yourself and see it. Don't just trust my view or other people's views, because we all have our own opinions. We all have our own likes. We all have our own feelings towards things. And I would say give it a watch. There are some flaws. It's not perfect movie. There are some things, like there's the beginning I mentioned, it is a little choppy. It feels like there's some stuff that was cut out that maybe could have been added in. But all in all, wow. Wow. I just did a Spider-Man 2002 FanZcene video release on here talking about that movie, and I didn't expect to be talking about another Spider-Man movie. Honestly, I didn't expect to be doing a review of this because I knew I was going to go see it, but I didn't know if I was going to do a review. But after I saw it, I felt the urge to do it, and wow, I was like reliving childhood memories watching this movie from Spider-Man 1 and 2 and 3, and even the first Amazing Spider-Man, which I saw and I actually liked with Andrew Garfield. The second one I didn't care for, but man, see this movie, guys. See it, make up your own mind. But if you're a Spider-Man fan, an MCU fan, or a fan of it, just a really good movie, you got to see this movie. And let me know what you guys think about all this in the comment section down below, because I want to know what you guys think, because I like reading what you guys write, and I like hearing your opinions. And if you didn't like it, please tell me you didn't like it. If you liked it, please tell me you liked it. And please share this video out for everybody to see. Give this video a like if you liked it. Please subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. I would truly, truly appreciate that if I earned your subscription today. Man, I'm still kind of buzzing over this movie. Thank you guys for watching, and please have a great, safe, happy, healthy day, morning, afternoon, evening, and night. Godspeed.